Hi, this is Jundo. Welcome to Tree Leaf, and it's really the first day of spring here. We can take this show on the road a little bit. It's nice to be outside after being cooped up in the house all winter. You know, Zen says wherever you are, just be where you are. But sometimes it's still nice to go outside. You see, in Zen practice, we're always functioning on a couple of channels, if you will. On one point, the teachings say that whatever you're doing now, wherever you are, that's just where you are now and what you're doing. But yet in life we keep going, and thus it's nice, oh so nice to come out here and get the fresh breeze and listen to those birds. Well, it's the same with Master Dogen's take on Zen practice. You see, he uses the word zazen in, well, more than one way. One point, he says in the Bendowa, that zazen is all we need. There's no need to chant. There's no need to light incense. There's no need to bow. And yet, he wrote a book like that. It's called Dogen's Pure Standards for the Zen Community, the Eihei Shingi, in which he speaks about the beauty of bowing, lighting incense, chanting, all as Zen practice, all as Zazen. So what does he mean? Well, you have to understand that he's using Zazen in, let's say, a couple of different ways. At one point, he means that we get on the cushion, we straighten the back and cross the legs, and we experience, we taste this as a perfect doing. There is no other place to be. There is nothing more to attain. It's all here complete. Listen to those birds. If you see Zazen as just the Buddha right here and now, sitting as you are sitting. You're sitting as you are sitting is the Buddha sitting. Then it is complete. It's enlightenment realized, enlightenment brought to life. A moment of Zazen is enlightenment itself. And from that perspective, we should realize that there's not one thing to add, not one thing to take away from this perspective. Thus, we need nothing else. We don't need to chant, we don't need to light incense, we don't need to bow. Just this. But then too, just as I came out today to be in the fresh air, so that is where he looks at Zazen in another sense, where all of life is Zazen. And if we can bring that same taste from the Zafu into all our activities, then it's all Zazen. So listen closely. When we're sitting Zazen, we need nothing else. Not to bow, not to light incense, not to chant. But in the rest of our day, when we're monks in the monastery or wherever we are, to bow as if there is nothing else to do but bow in that moment is Zazen. To light incense as if it is the Buddha lighting incense in that moment is Zazen. To chant as if it is the voice of the Buddhas and ancestors themselves in that moment is Zazen. So you see, in that sense, it's all Zazen, and that's how he could recommend to his monks that they practice lighting incense, bowing, chanting, etc., studying the sutras, even though nothing is necessary but Zazen, because from the other perspective, it's all Zazen. But what about the rest of us? Now, Master Dogen, when he wrote the Eihei Shingi, was writing for monks living in a monastery, so he was writing about their day. But the same lesson applies to us. Getting up, feeding the children. It's a perfect act. It's the Buddhas feeding Buddhas. It's enlightenment itself. Going to work. Typing on the keyboard. It's as sacred as bowing. Each stroke of the keys is a perfect act, even with the typos. It's practice. Got where I'm going with this? Anyway, let's get back to the heart of it. The sitting part. Listen to those birds.